Good morning, everyone. This is Shyam, Assistant Professor in Civil Department, Chaparral Engineering College. Subject Geotechnical Engineering 1, Unit 4, Stress Distribution in Soils. On topic Concentrated force. At a certain point within the soil mass, the stresses are caused due to both surface loadings as well as due to the self weight of the soil above it. The stress components due to the both these loadings, that is self weight and surface loads, can be found separately and then added algebraically to get the final stresses at the points. In the following articles, we shall discuss the stress distribution to the surface loading alone. The total stress symbols are in this total stress field at a point within soil mass loaded at its boundary consists of 9 stress components given below. So first one is the sigma x in x line and tau yx and tau zx. Similarly, and y plane tau xy, sigma y, tau zy. Similarly, last plane z plane tau xz, tau yz, and tau for sigma z. These are the 9 components of the stresses. In these 9 stress components, as given, the group of square matrix of the stresses are the components of mathematically entirely called the stress tensor with a symmetrical matrix relative its main diagonal upper left to lower left. The main diagonal elements of the stress tensor are the normal stress components and the off diagonal elements are the shear stress. Out of the 9 stress components indicated above, there are 3 independent shear components, making the total unknowns be equal to 6. The corresponding 9 strain components are given by the following strain tensor. So Ex and up into gamma into xy and up into gamma into xz. Similarly, up into gamma yz, Ey, and up into gamma yz. And similarly, x component in strain up into gamma zx and up into y gamma zy, and similarly ez, where and e is the denotes linear or direct strain and gamma denotes the shear strain. The concentrated force Bosensik question. The Bosensik equation solved the problem of stress distribution in soils due to the concentrated load acting at ground surface by the assuming suitable stress function. The following assumptions are made in the solutions by the theory of elasticity. The soil mass is in elastic medium for which the modulus of elasticity is constant. The soil mass is homogeneous, that is, all its consist parts of elements are similar and it has identical properties at every point in its identical directions. The soil mass is isotropic, that is, it has identically elastic properties in all directions through any point of it. And the final one, the soil mass is a semi-infinite, that is, it extends infinitely in all directions below the level of surface. Let point load Q, it is a single concentrated vertical load act at the ground surface at point O, which may be taken as the origin of the X comma y and z axis as shown. Let us find the stress components at point P in the soil mass having a coordinates x, comma y, comma and z, or having a radial horizontal distance r and vertical distance z from the point O. Using the logarithmic stress function, Boussinesq equation showed that the polar radial stress may be expressed as, so it is the ground surface plane. Here load is Q vertically acting and it is radius R. Here force acting sigma z and sigma R in jet plane. This radius is sigma R is the polar radial stress at axis of P x comma y comma z. So in this figure shows ground surface and load is Q force. Here left side acting sigma R tau rz and right side acting P point at forces sigma z and tau and height is in jet plane z and radius r. Then finally sigma r equal to 3 by 20 q by pi cos beta divided by r square. Here radial stress acting some radius, it is formed beta. So then finally sigma r equal to 3 by 20 q by pi into cos beta by r square, where r is equal to polar radial coordinate of the point P. Then P equal to root of r square plus z square and x square plus y square plus z square whole power 1 by 2 on cos beta equal to z by r. In the cylindrical coordinates, the corresponding vertical stress sigma z and tangential stress tau rz are given by sigma z equal to sigma r into cos square beta. That equal to, we know the sigma r value is the 3 by 20 pi by q into cos beta by r square. In this equation substitute into cos square beta. Here cos beta into cos square beta multiply then cos cube beta, that equal to 3 by 2 into q by pi. We know the cos beta value is the z by r substitute. Then finally z by r cube into r square r power 5, it is z cube. So final value is the sigma z equal 3 by 2 into q by pi into z cube by r power 5. So sigma z equal to 3 by 3 cube by 2 pi into z cube by here Kepler is the polar radial coordinate. Then Kepler equal to r square plus z square. Kepler equal to small r square plus z square whole power 5 by 2. Then 3 cube by 2 pi z square, that is 1 by 1 plus r by z whole square whole power 5 by 2. Tau rz equal to 1 by 2 into sigma r into 2 sin 2 beta. Sin 2 beta formula is the cos square beta into sin beta. We know the already sigma r value is the 3 by 2 into q by pi into cos square beta by sin beta by r cube 3 by 20 q by pi z square r by r power 5. Then 3 cube by 2 pi into r z square by r square plus z square whole power 5 by 2, that equal to 3q into r by 2 pi z cube into 1 by 1 plus r by z whole square whole power 5 by 2. It should be emphasized that although both the vertical normal stress and shearing stress are independent of the elastic constants, the independent elastic constants are E and U, mu. They are very much dependent on the assumptions of linear elasticity. It is maybe rewritten as sigma z equal to kb by into q by z square. Kb equal to basic influence factor. So basic influence factor equal to 3 by 2 pi into 1 by 1 plus r by z whole square into 5 by 2. The influence factor is the function of
R by Z
r by z
ratio,
ratio,
which is
which is
dimensionless,
dimensionless,
gives values
gives
of
values of
influence
the influence
factor.
factor.
The influence
The
factor
influence factor
for shear
for
stress
shear stress
can be
can
also
be
found
also
by
found by
multiplying
multiplying the factor of kb
by the
by
ratio
the
R
ratio
by
r
Z.
by z.
Thus, if it
Thus,
the
if it the
required to
required
find
to
the
find the
vertical stress
vertical stress
at
at
point
point
situated at the
situated at the radial distance r and depth z below the
loaded point,
loaded point,
find the influence
find the
factor
influence
for the R
factor
by
for
Z
the r by z
ratio and then
ratio and then
multiply by the
multiply by the q by z square to get vertical
stresses.
stresses.
It is the
It is the
Bose
Bosnian
equation
equation
influence
influence
factor of
factor of the
the vertical pressure
vertical
caused
pressure
by the
caused by the
surface point
surface
load.
point load.
Here gives
Here
the
gives
values
the
R
values
by
r
Z,
by z,
KB,
kb.
so R by
So
Z,
r by z kb here in this table r by z value starting 0 to
and KB
and
value is
kb value is 0.4775
and last
and
value
last
R by
value
Z
r by z value is the
.60 and
2.60 and kb value is the 0.0029.
here starting
Here
value
starting value is the
and
0
KB
and
value is
kb value 0.47.
it is the
It
Bose
is the Bosnian
equation
equation
influence
influence
factor.
factor.
Then
Then
substitute
substitute the zero value
sigma Z
sigma z equal to 0.4775 q into z square.
further the
Further, the
horizontal
horizontal
radial
radial
stress
stress
component
component
sigma R
sigma r and the displacement u,
and
v and
W
w
in
in
x
x,
comma y
comma
and
y
z
and z
direction.
directions are given below the following expression.
Sigma R
Sigma
equal to
r equal to q by 2 pi into
the R
3z r square by
power
r
5
power 5
minus 1 minus
minus 1 minus 2
mu by
mu
R
by
into
r
R
into
plus
r plus z.
and
And
similarly
similarly,
in
in
U
u,
equal
u
to
equal
Q
to
into
q
1
into
plus
1 plus 1 mu divided by 2 pi e
and x
and
z by
xz
R
by
cube
r cube minus 1 minus 2 mu by x
divided
in
by R
divided by r into
R plus
r plus z.
is the
It's the
displacement U
displacement u
in
in
x
x
direction.
direction.
Similarly
Similarly, displacement u equal to
in y
in
direction
y direction
Q into
q
same
into same
formula
formula in change in x place replace to y.
so
So
Q
q
into 1
into
plus
1 plus mu by
pi
2 pi e
into
into
y
y
by
z
R
by r cube minus 1 minus 2 mu into y by
R
r
into
into
R plus
r plus z.
it is the
It is the
displacement
displacement v.
and
And
similarly
similarly, displacement w
in z
in z
direction
direction
Q into
q
1
into
plus
1
mu
plus
by
mu
2
by 2 pi e
and to
and
z
to
square
z
by R
square by r cube
plus
plus
2 into 1
2 into
minus
1 minus mu by r.
it is the
It is the
displacement
displacement
W
w
and
and
z
z
direction
direction.
so here
So here
totally
totally stress radial component
R
sigma r
and
and displacements u v w values in x y
z
z
direction
directions.
next one
Next one, pressure distribution diagram.
so here
So
by
here by means of Cousins equation stress distribution theory,
the
the
following
following vertical
pressure
pressure distribution diagrams can be prepared.
three days
Three di-
one is the
One
stress
is the stress
isobar
isobar or isobar
diagram and
diagram,
second
and
one is
second
the
one is the
vertical
vertical pressure distribution on a horizontal plane.
similarly third
Similarly,
one is the
third one is the vertical pressure distribution on a
line
vertical line.
first one is the
First one is the
isobar
isobar
diagram
diagram.
an
An
isobar is a
isobar is the
curve or
curve or
contour
contour connecting all points below the ground surface
of
of
equal vertical
equal vertical
pressure
pressure.
an
An
isobar is
isobar is the
the
spatial curved surface
of the shape
of the
of
shape of
bulb
bulb,
and because
and
the
because
vertical
the vertical
pressure
pressure on the given horizontal plane
is the
is the
same in
same
all
in all
directions at the
directions at
points
the points
located at
located at
equal
equal
radial
radial
distances
distances
around the
around the
axis of
axis of
loading.
loading.
The zone is
The zone
loaded
is loaded
soil mass
soil mass
bounded by
bounded by the isobar of given vertical pressure.
intensity
Intensity is called
called bulb.
pressure bulb.
So here
So
in
here in
isobar
isobar is
bulb
bulb
shape,
shape of the bulb shape.
then the
Then
vertical
the vertical pressure
bulb
every point of
surface
the surface
pressure bulb is
pressure
the
bulb
same.
is the same.
Then
Then
suppose
suppose an isobar value sigma z equals 0.25 q.
that means
That means
25
25
percentage
percentage
Q
of q
per unit
per unit area is
to be
be to be
plotted
plotted. Then from the equation previous equation 13.4. Kb equal to sigma z into z square by q. Here z value is the sigma z value is the 0.25 into q. Then substitute 0.25 into q into z square divided by q. Here q cancellation, then remaining value is the 0.25 into z square. Here kb equal to 0.25 z square. Z square. So the number of numerical values are z is selected, and the values of kb are calculated from 1 corresponding to these values of kb and r by z are found from the below table, and hence corresponding values are computed. We get the coordinates rz and number of points where sigma z equal 0.25 into q. The calculations are better performed in the tabular form as shown in below. Isobar data is equal to sigma z equal 0.25 q in per unit area. This is the isobar data. Z values are 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, up to 1.38, and kb value is the 0.010 for 0.2 values, and similarly r by z value is the 0.2 for z value 1.92, and smaller value is the 0.38, and similarly for z value is the 1.38, kb value is the 0.4775, and similarly r by z value is 0 and r value is 0. It is the isobar data, and it is the form isobar diagram is bulb shapes and contours. Number of here each contour is form also bulb shape, and data is z equal 0 to 0.2, 0.4, and up to 1.4. It is the depth of z value, and here acting is surface of ground surface, and force is acting vertically q value, and here left side 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, it is the radius r, and similarly right side also same radius 0.2 and 0.4 and 0.6. Here first one is the load is the q value, and similar 0.75 q, 0.5 q. It is the 0.25 is the per unit area each value. On any horizontal plane at a depth of z, sigma z is the same for the same horizontal distance or on either side of the axis of loading. This makes the isobar symmetrically about the axis of loading. The depth at which the isobar sigma z equals 0.25 q crosses the axis of loading is calculated by the first finding kb when r equal to 0. Thus, when r equal to 0, kb equal to 0.4775, and substitute this value z equal to root of 0.4775 by 0.25, that equal to 1.38 units. For any given load system, a number of isobar corresponding to the various intensities of vertical pressure are drawn. Thus, an isobar diagram consists of family of isobars of various intensities. Next, second one is the vertical pressure distribution on the horizontal plane. First one is the isobar or isobar, stress isobar as isobar diagram. Next, second one is the vertical pressure distribution on a horizontal plane. It is the vertical pressure distribution on the horizontal plane. Vertical pressure means Q load. Here, the vertical pressure distribution on any horizontal plane at a depth z below the ground surface due to the concentrated load is given by sigma z equal to kb into q by z square. Concentrated load means point load. Certain point load acting on the certain point means surface on the point acting the load at a particular point. Here depth z is the known depth. Selecting the different values of the horizontal distance or kb can be found from the table, and hence sigma z be the computed. Below the load, the vertical pressure will be equal to the 0.4775. into q by
z
z square, and it is decreases very rapidly with the increase in the value of r, as it is the evident from the table 13.33 means below the table. Variations of the sigma z with the r constant depth. So r by z value is 0 to 0.5, 1, 2. Similarly, kb value and z sigma z value. So for r by z value 0.0 and kb value is the 0.4775, and sigma z means stress is the maximum. Similarly, r by z is 0.5 and kb value is the 0.2733,
and
and sigma z means stress. It is the 57 percentage of the maximum. Similarly, R by Z value is the 1 and KB value is the 0.0844. It is the sigma Z stress means 17.7 percentage of the maximum, and R by Z value 2 point and KB value 0.085 and 1.8 percentage of the maximum. It is the sigma Z value. From the above table, it can be concluded that the given depth, when horizontal radial distance be equal to the twice the depth, the vertical pressure due to the single concentrated load can be considered the negligible. From figure 13.3 shows vertical stress distribution diagram due to the concentrated load. So this is figure concentrated load Q1 and Q2, Qn number of loads. Here, single load is not considered negligible. So here, due to the concentrated load at depth z, if the such is diagram plotted the unit load Q equal to 1, it is called the influence diagram for the point A below the axis. Such a diagram is helpful in computing the vertical stress sigma z at the A due to the number of concentrated loads Q1, Q2, and so on, Qn, etc. Here situated the radial distances also R1, R2 and so on Rn from the vertical axis through the point A. The vertical stress is given by sigma z equal to sigma q into O. Here sigma z is the stress. Here sigma q means q1 into O1 plus q2 into O2 plus and so on. Number of Qn into On, where Qo, O1, O2, and so on, On means of the ordinates of the influence diagram plotted for the sigma z at A. So here O1, O, it is the ordinates. O1, O, O2, On. These are the ordinates. Q1, Q2, it's the loads. Vertical loads means point loads or concentrated loads. And distances R1, R2, and number of N from center point Q load starting Rn, and depth is the Z. It is the vertical stress distribution on the horizontal plane. Influence diagram of sigma Z at A. The influence diagram can be used to find sigma z at any point on a horizontal plane by the orienting the diagram on the plane in such a way that the vertical axis through that point coincides with the maximum ordinate of the influence diagram. When the once this is done, the ordinates O1, O2, On due to any given system loads can be found and sigma z be computed. Next, third one is the vertical plane, vertical line. So vertical pressure distribution on the horizontal plane, and similarly vertical pressure distribution on vertical plane or line is the third one. So vertical pressure distribution on the vertical line. So it's clear that the sigma z also decreases with the increases in the depth z on any vertical line distant or from the axis of load. The variation of sigma z can be plotted from the relation sigma z equal to kb into q by z square. In this above expression, the radial distance are associated with the kb is constant. Hence, various values of z and r by zb can be selected and kb with the found. Then sigma z can be computed which will be the proportional to the kV by Z square. A table can be prepared as under. So Z R by Z kV by Z square sigma Z. The variations of sigma Z at Z constant are equal to 1 unit. So Z units 0, 0.2, 0.5, 1, 1.2, 25 and 2 value 4, 5, 10. So then similarly 0 k infinite and 0, 0 is the intermediate. Sigma stress value is the, and similarly Z value is the 0.2 and R by Z value is the 5, KB value is the 0.001 and KB by Z square value is the 0.0025 and similarly stress value is the 0.0025 Q. Then up to 10th value is the, and R by Z value is the 0.1 and KB value is the 0.4657. Similarly, KB by Z square value is 0.046 and sigma stress value is 0.0046 into Q. And maximum value is at 1.225 and R by Z value is the 0.817 and similar KB value is the 0.1332 and KB by Z square value 0.0888 and similarly stress value is the, it is maximum 0.0888. The stress value is the here maximum at Z value is 1.225. So it is the sigma stress distribution vertical line and Q is the point load, R is the constant, sigma Z is the maximum stress and radial distance sigma beta value 30 degree 39 degrees 15 minutes and depth is the Z, it is the ground level. So here figure shows the vertical stress distribution on a vertical line at a distance R from the axis of loading. The vertical stress first increases, attains the maximum value and then decreases. It can be shown the previous example that the maximum value sigma Z on the vertical line obtained at the point of intersection of the vertical plane with the radial line beta equal to 39 degrees 15 minutes through the point load as shown in figure. The corresponding value of R by Z equal to 0.817 or Z equal to 5 by divided by 0.817 equal to 1 by 0.817 that equal 1.225 for which KB value equal to 0.132. Then hence sigma Z equal to 0.1332 Q by Z square 1.225 square that equal 0.888 Q. It is the maximum value. So this is the 1.225 Z value and KB value is the 0.1332 and sigma maximum is equal to 0.088. Next we go to the problems. Write the problem. Find the intensity of the vertical pressure. Find the intensity of the vertical pressure and the horizontal shear stress at a point 4 meters directly below at 20 kilonewton point load acting at horizontal ground surface. What will be the vertical pressure and shear stress at point 2 meters horizontally away from the axis of loading but at the same depth of 4 meters? So here in given data R equal to 0 and Z equal to 4 meters. And Q equal to 20 kilonewton point load acting the horizontal ground surface. So when sigma Z equal to, we know the equation from 13.2 is solve the equation 3 cube by 2 pi into Z square into 1 by 1 plus R by Z whole power square into whole power 5 by 2. Substitute here Q value is the 20 and Z value is the 4. So here we know the R value is 0. So 1 plus 0 means 1. 1 by 1 is 1. So this value is totally 1. So remaining value is the 3 into Q value is the 20 and divided by 2 pi into Z value is the 4 square. That equal to 0.597 kilonewton per meter square. Similarly, next is tau RZ. 3Q by 2 pi into R Z square by R square plus Z square whole power 5 by 2. Here 3Q into R divided by 2 pi into Z cube to 1 by 1 plus R by Z whole square into whole power 5 by 2. So here we know the R value is 0. Then finally any value substituted into multiply with 0 then equal to 0. So R value equal to 0. So next alternately KB equal 0.4775 means R by Z value. Sigma Z equal to KB into Q by Z square. KB value is the 0.4775 into Q value is the load 20 per square that equal to 0.597 kilonewton per meter square. So next condition is the stress horizontally vertical stress. Next one R equal to and Z equal 4, R by Z equal 0.5. Previous R equal is taken 0 and sigma Z equal to 3 into 20 divided by 2 pi into means 3 cube by 2 pi Z square plus 1 by R by Z whole square. So R by Z value is 0.5 and Q value is 20 and Z value is 4. 3 into 20 by 2 pi into 4 square divided into 1 by 1 plus 0.5 square power 5 by 2. That equal to 0.342 kilonewton per meter square. It is the sigma Z and tau RZ 3 into 3 into R cube 2 pi Z square into 1 by 1 plus R by Z whole square power 5 by 2. So R value is taken 2 and Z is the 4 substitute 4 square, Q value is the 20. So 3 into 2 into 20 divided by 2 pi into 4 square into 1 by 1 plus 0.5 square whole power 5 by 2 that equals 0.171 kilonewton per meter square. And alternately KB for R by Z value is 0.5 that equals 0.2733. Here sigma Z equal to KB into Q by Z square equal to 0.2733 into 20. So KB value is the 0.2733 substitute and Q value is the 20 divided by Z square means 4 square that equals 0.342 kilonewton per meter square and tau RZ. So tau RZ equal to sigma Z into R by Z equal to sigma Z value is the 0.342 this value and into R value is the 2, Z value is the 4. Then multiply 0.171 kilonewton per meter square. Next, write the second problem. Prove that the maximum vertical stress on the vertical line at the constant radial distance or from the axis of vertical load is induced at the point of intersection of the vertical line with the radial line at beta equal 39 degrees 50 minutes from the point of application concentrated load. What will be the value of shear stress at point S or the otherwise find the maximum vertical stress on the line situated at or equal to meters from the axis of concentrated load of value 20 kilonewtons. So all of you write the problem firstly. Here given in and radial line in angle beta equal 39 degrees 15 minutes and also concentrated load value is 20 kilonewton. So it is the load value is Q and R equal to 2 meters. Similarly beta equal to 39 degrees 15 minutes. Here, what will be calculated? Prove that the maximum vertical stress on the vertical line at the constant radial distance are from the axis of vertical load. So we have the formula sigma z equal to 3q by 2 pi into z cube by x square plus r square into whole power 5 by 2. So here 3q by 2 pi z square. So here x means distance z square plus r square by 5 by 2. Then common z square value. Then 3q by 2 pi z square into 1 by 1 plus r by z whole square whole power 5 by 2. It varies the z value. Here it is. So next is the for the maximum value of sigma z where r is the constant. Different equation differentiate with the respect to the z and equate the it is equal to 0. Differentiate means sigma z d by d into sigma z by dz and equal to 3q by 2 pi into differentiate with z cube means 3 z square into z square plus r square whole power 5 by 2. This value. So this value sigma square plus z square plus r square minus z cube into 5 by 2 into z square plus r square into whole power 3 by 2 into 2z divided by z square plus r square into whole power 5 by 2 equal to 0. It is the differentiate equation. Then finally this value is equal to 0 from go to right side and 3z square into r square plus z square minus these values are here 2 to cancel 2 to cancel z cube into z into r square into 3 by 2. So finally 3z square r square plus z square minus 5z or 4 equal to 0 from equation from which z equal to root of 3 by 2 into r that equal to 1.225 r where r by z equal to root of 2 by 3 that equal to 1 by 1.225 that equal to 0.817 equal to 10 beta. Then beta value is the given data 39 degrees 15 minutes. Substituting the value of r by z equal to root of 2 by 3 and z equal to root of 3 by 2 r. We get sigma z maximum equal to 3q by 2 pi into 1 by root of 3 by 2 whole square into 1 by 1 plus 2 by 3 whole power 5 by 2 that equal to q by pi into r square into 1 by 1 plus 2 by 3 whole power 5 by 2 that equal to 0.00 sorry 0.03 q by r square. It is the equation 1 r 13.13. Then tau r equal to 3q by 2 pi into r z square by r square plus z square whole power 5 by 2 that equal to 3q by 2 pi into r by z square cube that equal to into 1 by 1 plus r by z square whole power 5 by 2 that equal to sigma z maximum into gamma r by z equal to sigma maximum is 0.0388 into q by r square into r by z value is the 0.817 that equal to 0.0725 into q by r square. It is the tau gamma rz. When r equal 2 meters and q equal 20 kilonewtons, sigma z equal to 0.0388 into 20 by 4 means q by r. Q means 20, r by 4. So r square 2 square means 4 that equal to 0.344 kilonewton per meter square, which occurs at z equal to 1.1225 and r equal to 2.45 meters. Also tau gamma z equal 0.0725 into q by r square. Q Q value is the 20 substitute and R square value is the 2 square that equal to 4 that equal to 0.362 kilonewton per meter square. So then sigma maximum is equal to 0.4434 kilonewton per meter square and tau R jet value is the 0.32362 kilonewton meter square. Clearly all of you? Next problem in the session last problem. Laboratory results on the soil have shown that its unconfined compressive strength is 1.2 kg per centimeter square.
In
In triaxial comparison test, a specimen of the soil when subjected to the chamber pressure of 0.4 kg per centimeter square failed at the additional stress of 1.6 kg per centimeter square. Estimate the shearing strength of the same soil along a horizontal plane at the depth 4 meters in the deposit. The groundwater depth is at a depth of 2.5 meters from the ground level. Take dry unit weight of the soil as 1.7 gram per cc and specific gravity as 2.7. Here give the pressure 0.4 kg per centimeter square. Fail, then additional add the stress 1.6 kg per centimeter
and
and depth is the 4 meters
from
from horizontal plane and groundwater table of the depth is 2.5 meters from ground level
and
and here dry
dry
unit weight is the
7
1.7
gram per
gram per cc and specific gravity is the g 2.7.
7
Solution at the solution. The unconfined compression test is also sort of the triaxial test in which minor principal stress sigma 3 is 0. The unconfined, we know that the sigma 1 equal to sigma 3 into tan square 45 degrees plus pi by 2 plus 2c into tan 45 degrees plus pi by 2, which pi is the angle internal friction and c is the cohesion. Given sigma 1 equal to 1.2 kg per centimeter square and sigma 3 equal to 0. So sigma 1 equal value is 1.2 and into sigma 3 value is 0 and tan square 45 degrees plus pi by 2 plus 2c into then c equal to 0.6 divided tan of 45 degrees plus pi by 2. It is the equation 1. And triaxial test sigma 3 equal to 0.4 kg per centimeter square and sigma d 1.6 kg per centimeter square and sigma 1 equal to sigma 3 plus sigma d total adding and additional 0.4 plus 1.6 that equal to 2 kg per centimeter square. Then sigma equal to sigma 3 into tan square 45 degrees plus pi by 2 plus 2c into tan 45 degrees plus pi by 2. So substitute sigma 1 value is the 2 and sigma 3 is the 4.0.4 tan square of 45 degrees plus pi by 2 plus 2 into 0.36 divided by tan of 45 degrees plus pi by 2 into tan of 45 degrees plus pi by 2. Then tan square of 45 degrees plus pi by 2 equal to minus 1.2 by 0.4. Then tan of 45 degrees plus pi by 2 equal to top 2. Then pi equal to 19.47 degrees. Putting the pi value equal to 19.47 degrees in equation 1, we get c equal to 0.6 divided by tan of 45 degrees plus 19.47 by 2 that equals 0.423 kg per centimeter square. But tau equals c plus sigma of tan phi, where tau is the shear strength of the soil and sigma bar is the effective pressure. Effective pressure sigma equal tau dry into 2.5 into tau substitute subsoil into 1.5. Gamma dry equal to here gamma dry value to gamma submerged value, gamma dry equal 1.7 gram per cc and G equals 50 gram 2.7 is given in data. Problem, we know that the gamma dry equal G into gamma W by 1 plus C. 1.7 value substitute and 2.7 into 1 by 1 plus C. That equal to 1.5 doublet minus 1. Then finally E is the wide ratio equal to 0.5 doublet. And gamma submerged G minus 1 by 1 plus C into gamma W. That equal G value 2.7 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 0.5 doublet into 1. That equal 1.07 gram per cc. Then finally sigma bar equal to 1.7 into 250 plus 1.07 into 150 gram per centimeter square. Then final value is the 585.5 gram per centimeter. It's converted kgs, so divided by 1000, then equal to 0.5855 kg per centimeter square. So finally 0.586 kg per centimeter square. Next we find out the shear strength of soil tau equals sigma bar tan phi. C value is the 0.4243 plus 0.586 is the sigma bar value and tan of phi value is the 19.47 degrees. That equal to 0.63 kg per centimeter square. It is the shear strength of the soil. Any doubt in the problem? Okay, thank you very much, all of you. Ask any doubts in session. Okay, thank you everyone.